Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Cool Katz Quickies, where I take a dip into my Cool Katz dies box and pick out something and show you just a quick video and the technique on how to use it. So today I've pulled out these pierced pocket slot dies. So what they are, I know people used to do this way before dies, where they used to take a piercing tool or a hole punch a hole and then cut a slit, and you can make it into a pocket. So I'm going to show you two really simple ideas. So I do have two sets of the straight ones here. So these were the original, and then they brought out some longer and shorter ones. But you can also buy these cool curved ones as well. So like a little happy smiley face, or of course you can have it as a rainbow shape and slide it in there. So I'm going to be using these ones today. And you may have already seen my never-ending strip ones, and I said I'm not going to stick this down because I wanted to do something with it. When you have a large pocket like this and your flap is quite long, you're going to put something here like a swivel die or something. You can put stuff on this side, but you've got this bit here which is not really usable. So if I come here, so my flap is going to close to there, which means I've got this area here, which is not really that usable, you'd think. But what I can do is I can take one of these pocket slots. That one's a bit long, so let's go down a bit one size. Here we go. And we're going to add a little strip onto this here. So I'm going to use my ruler. I've got a T-bar ruler here, which means I can line up the top and bottom. And this is a 7.5 inch page. So my center, because these do have a little centralizing notch in the middle, so 7.5 is 3 3/4. So by taking that little notch there and lining up to the 3 3/4, I know it's also centralized top and bottom as well. So there's the notch, there's 3 3/4. Let's take it underneath, and now I can move it wherever I want. That seems like a good place. So let's use my low tack tape. Now this is a long thin one, so I'm going to make sure I tape it top and bottom so it doesn't kick and move out of place. And send it through my machine. And then when I take this off, what I have is this really cool slit with a nice loop at the end, but it's piercing all the way around the edge as well. And I do have this piece as well. So if you want, once you've glued this down, you can actually glue this back in position and hide it, which I don't need to do this time, so I'm not going to. I need to show there's a pocket there. So as you put stuff in now, in fact I've got one of the matching photo cards, you may find this catching on the edge here. So turning it over, this is the edge it's going to catch on. You can take some of your black tape that's about the length, no need to be too precise. I'm going to just place it up against the edge there, and that's just going to give it a bit of extra strength. There we go. And when I glue it, I'm going to make sure I don't glue anything there. So where are we gluing? I'm going to glue, this is the side which nothing is going to come through because things are going to slide this way. So I'm going to make sure I've got no glue here so I can actually put things in. So all this can be glued down. And then glue that C shape all around. So I might just come in a little bit further just to give it some more adhesion and a bit more space. So when I glue this down now, this bit is now sealed down with the glue, but this is now open, which means I can put a slot, anything inside there. And when I close this, it'll be closed then with some swivel dies or something, just to add some interest. So there we go. That's how we can use it just to make a pocket. But let's have another idea. So here's one I made. Again, it's a Morgana base page, which means that it's a 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. And here I've got a 5.5 inch pocket. And this is going to be used for this. So I've taken just one page and I've cut it down to 7.5 inches tall, and I've cut my pocket one at 5 1/4. And what I'll do, I'll just flip that over and that'll be the inside, like so. So that is my page, but of course I want something with these photos. So I'm going to do a slot now, which means I can drop this inside, like so. This one's a bit long, but if you had your journal card in, you can put them in so that it becomes a useful page. So just nice and easy, whatever width my journal card is going to be, I am going to go just a little bit longer. That one is just a, is that going to be okay? Yes, that's going to be perfect. So what I'm going to do is like a hanging pocket this time. So I'm going to place it near the top. So let's bring in my ruler. I'm going to put some of my low tack tape on just so that I can put it on straight away. Oh, and I'm going to have my inches towards the top, which means I can use my centralized notch to do it. So this is 5 1/4. So it's 2.5 and an extra 8. So 2 5/8. So it's there. That's way too low. That is in the middle. There we go. So now I know it's centralized and it's straight. I'm just going to cut it. And take it off. There we go. And so I've got that piece. So if I wanted to, after gluing this down, I can then glue that back in as well. And you've got this sort of invisible pocket. But I quite like having them on show. So now I'm going to just strengthen the edge. There's a bit there. A bit short, so let's just have a little bit more. There we go. And what I'm going to do this time, like I did with my photo slots and my curved photo slots, I'm going to place this in. You see, it's too long for this. But if you'd had one just that size, what that's going to give me is where I can and can't put my glue. So I need to glue all around here. And up the edge. I'll take it out because I need to glue the bottom this time. now I can glue that in place. If I leave that there, it'll train my cardstock to be lifted. So whilst I'm doing that, waiting for that to dry, oh no, that's the side I want to show. So let's just tuck this inside the pocket. Let's just get my bone folder or my Teflon tool. And now it looks like there's not much space here, but you can take your journal cards, the 6x4 from the Graphic 45, and you can, it's not going to go all the way down just because this is longer. Imagine it was only that much. You would have it going all the way down like so. So there we are, a couple of ways you can use your pierced pocket slot dies. It would be quite cool as well to actually add maybe another one and make like a ladder of them, and you can tuck them all in. I've also done it before where I've had them side by side. So let's bring this one back, side by side, and you're sort of making a belly band straight into the cardstock, so you can glue both sides, and this middle bit is free, so you can tuck stuff through, or you can tuck it in there and then tuck it in there as well, so that you've got partial show. So go in there and you have another photo slot here, and then they would tuck in underneath that as well. So there are different ways and different effects you can have just by adding in a little slot to your patterned papers. So thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying these Cool Katz Quickies and you're finding them useful, and it's making you get those dies out and actually starting to use them if they've been gathering a bit of dust lately. So there we are, our pocket slots, but of course they could have been curved ones. I tend to like the curved ones like that, so they slot down like that, but they can be used any way you want as well. So thank you for watching. Please do leave a comment and hit that thumbs up button. It does mean a lot and it does help me tremendously. So if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you again for some more Cool Katz Quickies. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.